Hi everyone, I hope you're doing okay. Today I'm gonna do this shell challenge by Lilsimsie. This was posted in 2020, so it's been a while, but I just thought I can revisit it and do it on camera. Actually, I haven't done this when the challenge was famous or like challenge was going on, but I thought why not try it after a few years? I wanted to do something more challenging or different where I didn't do the outer layer of the house myself. So if you don't know what a shell challenge is, basically creators sometimes will post um, a shell of a house with walls or platforms or whatever they put in there. And the rules of the challenge is you are trying to make a build. Doesn't have to be residential. I just chose to do so. You can change it however you want. You can paint the walls. You can do insides, or you can add even walls outside, but you cannot touch the base walls, the shell of the building that was initially created. So here I thought this shell kind of gave me the vibe of a modern house where usually like one sim lives, but maybe they have some friends over, or maybe they have a pet, because there's not so much space inside. So I thought like I will give them a nice backyard and also make the house in like a modern vibe so that it fits the shell in my mind. So here I'm just also, it's different from usual. I normally put my houses really to the front and kind of focus on the backyard, but this time I also gave them a big space in the front and put some seating area and made a little bit of like a circle around the door, in front of the door, where there's some plants. I thought that was a vibe for this house. I thought that would go well. So here I'm just decorating the general stuff, doing the floor plan some sort of, and giving tiles and floors. So outside I thought I can put like a table where there's a platform right at the back of the house, which is going to be like the grill eating area, because these people don't have a big dinner table inside. There's no space for it. So I thought like maybe during summer or when weather is nice, they like to go out and grill and sit outside to eat, like they host their house parties or whatever outside. And this is the front part. I will put some seating there, so there is some space to hang out outside the house too, so we can make use of all the space. I could have made the house bigger by adding external walls, but I thought I wanted to keep the shell as it is for this one. You still have to keep the shell as it is for challenge, but you can, like for example, add a wall on the side and make it another room or something. But I didn't want to go for it this time. I just wanted to put a bench and like a little end table if they want to drink coffee and like watch outside. Or I gave a dog to this family, so maybe they like let him go out and just watch him while he's doing his thing. I also gave them a little telescope, a couch to hang out in this balcony. This balcony actually turned out really nice. I wish I had one like that if I ever moved out to my own house. But this is really, really beautiful. I really like these, what do you call them? Like the corner couches. I think one came with cats and dogs and one with the base came, if I'm not wrong. And I don't see them used that much, but I do use them quite often. I think they're really nice and a good space holder too. I also gave them like some planters. Maybe they do some gardening in the balcony. I didn't specifically think about what job this person would do, and I didn't even think like if it's a couple living here or one person. I did think of a dog. There's definitely a dog living in this house, but I didn't really put too much personality or a set recipe to who lives in here. I kind of wanted whoever downloads this house, or if I ever choose to gameplay with it, I wanted to just do whatever I wanted to do at the time. That's why, like, when we go into the bedroom, you will see I didn't really put anything that is specifically towards a gender. I kind of went with a gender neutral bedroom, or at least I tried. Every time I make a bedroom, it kind of seems very like girly, I guess, or with a lot of clutter, because like I'm kind of without intention gathering to my own preferences, but I tried my best to keep it neutral, like a place everyone could live in. So there was this tiny balcony space that I made. This goes directly to the bedroom. So the upstairs is just one bedroom, it's open plan. And I thought like maybe they can get out for a coffee or just to look to their backyard. And I wanted to put some plants in there because this space is not really good for gameplay. It's too small. So I thought like I can put some more plants and we can imagine it as their hobby, and like they like the greenery in their house. And this kind of like modern houses usually, like recently especially, they go for like green roofs or you know with a lot of concrete and modern look. When you have lots of greenery, it looks nice. So that's what I was trying to achieve there. So now we're going to the interior, doing more of the bathroom. I chose like the dark brown wood colors for this house. So with the bathroom, that's what I did as well. There is some custom content in this bathroom. There's this custom content called what was it called? Like Auntie's bathroom or something. If again you need them, you like any of the pieces I use, but it's custom content, please let me know and I will try to find them back. It's been a couple months since I downloaded these, but I assume they're still out there. So I can always go back and try to link it for you. So this garbage bin especially, like there's this garbage bin and also like the toilet brush, I thought those were like really realistic additions that Sims 4 doesn't have, specifically for bathrooms. Here we go to the kitchen. I like this kitchen because even though it's very narrow, there's a big window, so it makes the space look bigger. I thought that was really nice, and it's good that like the sun in the game is shining on it, so it makes it look bright and nice. I only used, I think, one big ceiling lamp for this house, kind of like a LED lamp, and I think that was more than enough for making inside bright. I used the fridge and the oven from the Japanese pack. I think it was called Snowy Escape. And then now I'm just gonna do like finer details, and I think yes, I will add a sink. I was scared for a second that I forgot it, but it is there. Again, these clutters are all custom content. I really like them. I know there's a clutter pack, but I did not buy it. Let me know if you thought the clutter pack was useful and really necessary, or it's something custom content can achieve as well. That's how I feel about like some of those new kits. I feel like if you download a custom content pack, it's kind of, if it's Max's Match, it kind of gives the same feeling. I don't know if it's worth the $6-7 Canadian that they're selling them for, to be honest. Here's a little corner for the dog to eat. I always like to put like pets food bowls in the kitchen because like I don't know, I feel like it would be nice to just prepare your food and give your pets food and you all eat in around the same area. So here I tried to use these Book Nook kits bookshelves, but for some reason I couldn't really put it exactly the way I wanted to put it. It always went all the way back, or it was too in the front, so I went with another custom content shelf on top of it. So this shelf is just empty, but I put the Book Nook kit bookshelf behind so that it makes the empty custom content shelf look full, so that like they're both looking from around the same way I want them to be. I want them to just fit in that corner, but not be too in the back. And then here is just the living space, very tiny. But this house should be fully functional. I made sure to test with another sim so that like everything is reachable for them. But it's the problem with the tiny homes. Sometimes you're trying to make sure everything is there, but it's not really, because Sims kind of move amongst the grids. So you have to make sure kind of to leave half a grid or one full grid empty for them to be maneuvering around. But this house shouldn't be a problem. So I just want to give them a little TV here. Also, let me know, like, when you play Sims, do you guys watch something on the side, or do you guys like just like to play the game? Because for me, whenever I build, I do watch something or listen to a podcast on the side. But I also know like so many people just playing the game and like enjoying the music from the game. Which one do you prefer? Also, I want to know, when you're listening to these build videos, would you like me to do the voiceover or just kind of introduce the build and then let you listen to some music? Which one is your preferred style of building videos? Or so also, sometimes I see like creators tell what keys they use to, like, for example, what cheats they use, or how to reach debug, or if they did some sort of roofing trick, how to do that. would you like to would you like me to kind of give more importance on them if I do voiceovers? Would you like to listen to like some building tips and tricks, or if there's anything that you were like, oh, how does she do that, please let me know, because I can always add them in the videos as well. So this is the last room of this house, which is going to be the bedroom. Like I said, I try to keep it unisex, but I don't know because it's all subjective. um, I again like kind of kept the green look here. I think the main colors of this bedroom is green and yellow. I normally don't go for like patterned wallpapers, but I thought let's just give it a try and see how everything looks together. And I think they turned out coherent, so I kept it. I always go for like very plain wallpapers or want to go, but with the builds on YouTube, I want to do something different every single time so it's not repetitive. And that's why I actually like spend a lot of time choosing a bed, because I always want to go for these 2 or 3 beds that are really plain in color, and swatches, like all the swatches are super plain. But this time I was like, okay, I need to try something different. So that's what I went with. The side tables are custom content. And then I was trying to pick a rug for this room, but then I thought it's very small, so a rug will make the space look even smaller. There's not too much space on the floor anyway, so let's just keep it plain without a rug. I don't know, I do not mind houses without rug. Like sometimes I like that look, and especially with the modern house, I thought it goes alright. Like, it doesn't have to be so cluttery. Though I added a lot of clutter around the desk area and everything. I just thought the rug is too much, which is very ironic. So this window that I put there is kind of like those windows where it has a shelf or an area in front of it that you can put things. In The Sims you cannot do this, but with a few tricks and basically lifting up the objects and looking at it from different angles, you can place it exactly that it looks like it's on the window, and the sim used off the space in front of the window. I really like these. And lastly, I will just give them a dressing area, like a window to look at themselves when they're getting ready. And the window and the dresser also took me a while, because I was like, okay, where will the sim exit, because there's a ladder right next to it, so I had to keep that space empty. But they will get out from the front, so that will work with this dresser. It fit right perfectly to that 2-tile space. And then I went with, at the end, a custom content, quite eye-catchy mirror, even though the mirror part is super small. But I thought it's artistic, it looks nice, kind of, I don't know. Do you feel like this bedroom has a boho look? I kind of felt so I thought it goes well. So this is the last thing I'm gonna add to this house, which is like some toys and a ramp for the dog. I thought like this backyard space is a little bit open, so I can just put like a little ramp for the dog to have something to go around with, just like a play area for them. And I think that's about it for this building. It was really fun to do a shell challenge, so maybe I will continue doing some more, maybe more recent ones. So thank you so much for watching.